most critical part as we reflect on ourselves, Mr. Speaker, is to ask ourselves, how have we indeed used our NGCDFs on the ground? And I know many of Kenyans will come out to support the fund because it has worked. I am a testimony, Mr. Speaker, today. If anyone wants to know that CDF works, you can walk in Dagoretti North and you can see how it has worked. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, it is for us in this House now to go to the next level. Every Kenyan is crying about education, about our bursary. We need to sit down as a House and look at all of us, and ask ourselves, is there a way we can come up with a better proposal in NGCDF and ensure all-day schools have free education? All-day secondary schools in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, we can do that. Mr. Speaker, today we have different projects that are happening, both from the NGCDF. We find ourselves with also social corporate programs. We can come and sit with the national board because we must do that. If we want Kenya now to start coming down and appreciating, we must find a way, the way we can sponsor our day schools and every child can be in school. And the only thing we shall be asking parents is to ensure your child has food and your child has indeed school uniform. Tuition, we take over, Mr. Speaker, and it can happen. Mr. Speaker, we also need to ask all members, because it's not that we are only ones who are here. I know we are also a problem in ourselves. But if you leave your NGCDF to work the way it's supposed to work, you'll never have a problem, Mr. Speaker. I know there are constituencies, Mr. Speaker. I am in the committee. I sit in the committee, and I have seen some of the reports. I have seen some of what members have done. Even the previous members who are in the Senate, if today you bring their reports here, Mr. Speaker, you'll be surprised how they will find themselves in trouble. So I even wonder how you go into the next house and you think you are very okay. And you're forgetting money, Kenyan money is public resources. Anytime we shall come for you. So even those who are in the Senate, we want to tell them, I think we've talked a lot with emotions with all the things that are happening, but can we now refocus the energies to the right way? We have said here, Mr. Speaker, if you want this fund to run well, and it's not just this fund, any fund, even the ones for governor, you don't need to give me your picture. No. We know you are the governor, you know you are the MP, finished. Appreciate you have done it and leave. Fund managers, Mr. Speaker, we must tell the board. They also must start following process. You cannot tell me, and you know, Mr. Speaker, it's only a fund from national government called NGCDF, that you can never start a project without having money in the PMC account. You can never. And therefore, there is no pending bills in a project of CDF. But we also want to tell the fund managers, you cannot also keep the contractors because you yourself, you have decided at what point you want to pay them. No. If we have said completion of a project is in 6 months, 6 months, we are coming to launch with the community and we are done. And you must have cleared the contractor to leave. The only thing you can retain is money to say maybe you want to see how the project will run, you want to see how maintenance maybe will be, but that is none of your business. It is because of the school. If anything goes wrong, in fact, it is the PMC of the school. Why did you pay the contractor knowing very well that project was not right, Mr. Speaker? So this thing of bashing every day MPs, I think we need to go for very clear civic education now to make our people understand, even on the ground. How are these things done? How do we account back? Why is it you need to complete a school? For me, I know I'm very strict. Completion, highest 7 months. Because I always tell someone, the money is there. So don't tell me we are starting a project that does not have resources. So, Mr. Speaker, all of us, 290 honorable members, It is time we redeem ourselves in doing what is right. In the morning, I was a bit sad, Mr. Speaker. You see, we have come back to heal. I want to pray for both sides. Can we heal? Can we heal so that the country heals? Can you imagine, Mr. Speaker, today, even civil servants have a holiday on Tuesdays. They don't go to work. And we are here as leaders joking with Kenya. And we are here, we're supposed to help the president to bring back that Kenya we are crying for. But when I look at the way we throw each other words, I am wondering, who are we in this house? Are we also with the same problem? That is where we must start, in our heart. Even our clerk is feeling hurt. He said he was disappointed, which is true. Many of us were disappointed. We were supposed to come to see how do we resurrect Kenya. Today, Bunyala Road, where, Mr. Speaker, all these places, even those projects we are talking about, even the children are about to close school. We cannot continue when children are going to close school with all this madness we are seeing. We have to come and reason and see how we move. For NGCDF, I want to beg, for those who normally go to court, come and see first. And I'm going to request even the judges, walk within some of these constituencies, ask the public. Let us not do the mistake we did with our finance bill here. Ask the public if they feel this is a wrong fund, they will tell you. If they feel it is a right fund, they will tell you. So even them, they should come out of their judicial space. Things that are within the public and the public are feeling they own it, please go to the public before you bring a judgment that can also bring a lot of issues. So I'm begging them. I know and I respect, and I know they will do what is respectful for Kenya. Because, Mr. Speaker, this is the only fund that very soon I shall be giving all the Form 4s who are vulnerable a second fund for them not to come back home, but at least to clear their Form 4. Which other fund can do that, Mr. Speaker? That today when you walk to a chief's office, it has dignity. Which other fund can do that? Tell me, look at the classrooms that were done by the Ministry of Education under the late Makoha. Some of them, we are bringing them down. They were built so badly. They built a classroom, you build on a second floor, there's no stairs, there's no ramp, there's nothing. We are now reorganizing. In fact, the Auditor General should ask for the report, Mr. Speaker, of the schools that were done with the Ministry of Education, and let her come and just look, even just Lavington Girls. I will show her a classroom that was done. It is on the second floor with no stairs. It has been there, nobody has ever occupied. It's when we are doing stairs, Mr. Speaker. And that's not the only classroom. Many of them were done very badly, very wrongly. And those are the things we are saying. If we want to see us move ahead, if we want to find a country that has developed together, then NGCDF can do. Today, the kitchens that members are building here, how I wish the county governments can just build such kitchens for their hospitals. Because you just have one center where you pick the food and supply. Economics of scale, you have a good a kitchen for your hospital, it has clean energy. What else do we need? And it is affordable. So, Mr. Speaker, as I finalize, this is what I want to finalize to say. I am praying that this House, as we move forward, can we move for a few months in a bipartisan manner to bring back this House, to bring back this country, to bring back what we want to see, that every day people will walk into their offices to work, but not every 2 days in a week. The Kenyans, we love Sherehe, Mr. Speaker. We love it. And we will sleep at home, but the country will go.